Hi, this is Mike Ryan from the Fastball USA Training Center, and welcome to the Fastball USA Pitching System and Black Belt Pitching Program. What I'm here to show you today is Cliff Lee's delivery, and specifically what we want to talk about is the importance of keeping the throwing hand inside the elbow during rotation, and also we'll take a greater look at glove side and how to decelerate the arm during your finish. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the part where we believe that it really starts to matter, and that's when your front foot starts to plant into the ground and when the hips begin to rotate. And you're going to notice as Cliff Lee begins to rotate that his throwing hand actually stays on what I would call the inside of his throwing elbow. So I'm going to draw a straight line from his elbow straight up. And to say that it stays inside the elbow is what we're saying is that the hand comes inwards on that side. So anything outside his elbow would be basically out here. So as he starts to rotate, you'll notice that the hand almost appears to be very, very close to his head during rotation. And I'm going to play that back a couple frames, and look as this looks in one piece. During rotation, the hand is inside as opposed to being outside that elbow. Even when he squares up towards the catcher, the throwing hand is still on the inside half of that elbow. Now the reason why this is important is because when the hand stays inside the elbow, you're in a much stronger position as you rotate. The arm's in a much safer position. And the closer the hand gets to 90 degrees or outside 90 degrees, there's far more stress being put to the shoulder and elbow. So we constantly see with good throwers, especially throwers that last a long time and have long-term success, is that during rotation, if you can keep your hand inside the elbow during rotation, you're a lot more likely to be healthier as a thrower, and it's also a lot easier then to release the ball out in front of the body, which is a lot less stressful, obviously, than releasing the ball further back. As we pointed out in our side view video, you'll notice that Cliff Lee pronates way out in front of him, and then as he starts to finish his delivery, he decelerates really well. And now you'll notice how much body he uses. So one of the checkpoints we use is number one is flexion at the trunk, and you'll notice how flat his back is during rotation. Number two is that the body is completely rotated. So you'll notice that his chest is facing in the direction towards third, and his back leg is swinging all the way up. So while his upper half is completely rotated, his front foot is very firm in the ground as he rotates around. And you'll also notice that his throwing arm is actually very bent and loose out in front of his body and not wrapped around his body during his finish. Cliff Lee has what I would call basically a very good finish. And basically, the better you decelerate your arm, the easier it is to accelerate your arm. So if you watched, key points here in this video is that your hand should stay inside the elbow during rotation, and that's after foot plant. And then we want to make sure we're pronating the ball out in front. There's pronation, as you'll notice when that arm bends. You'll notice that elbow comes up right there. And then the last thing is decelerate with proper use of the body. And that is good flexion at the back, good flexion in the arm, and a relaxed arm, and very good rotation and bringing that back leg up and around when you're finished. So, quick review, once again, when you videotape yourself, check yourself during rotation, make sure that the hand is staying inside the elbow, and make sure you're releasing the ball out in front and decelerating with good trunk flexion and very good rotation. For more information, go to our website, fastballusa.com, and you can also go to our other websites, including explosivehitting.com, and join up for our black belt pitching systems.